Last week I let you guys know that I've got a reservation in for an all-new 2022 Tundra. I am getting a limited Crew Max short bed with the TRD off-road package in blueprint, scheduled for production on December 6th. And if I'm really lucky, maybe I'll get it by the end of December, but it's probably going to be in January or maybe even in February. Now, as I mentioned last week when I told you guys about this purchase, it was a very convoluted process, the most complicated search that I've had for a vehicle. Reason for that, of course, is because we're in the middle of a pandemic. The car market is crazy right now, and we're talking about a highly anticipated all-new model. And so it was difficult to find exactly what I was after. I did have to settle on the color. I was hoping to get something in a lighter shade, just so it'd be a little bit more scratch resistant for going off on the trails, but had to sacrifice on that. Throughout the process, I contacted about 30 dealerships here in Oregon, as well as in Washington, Idaho, and California to land on the vehicle that I've reserved. And it was challenging because some dealerships were unwilling to sell to customers that were out of the area. In some cases, that was an out-of-state buyer that they wouldn't allow. But then also some of the dealerships that are closest to where I live weren't even willing to sell to me because I wasn't within a certain radius. So that complicated things. Toyota's only giving a few allocations to each dealership, so it was hard to find a package that I was after. And then markup is also a huge challenge. Some dealerships aren't charging any markup, and then there's also a wide range of dealerships that are. I saw a range from about $2,000 up to $10,000 at the dealerships that are charging markup. And it got me thinking, it'd be great to put together a video which I don't have the information for dealerships across the country, but you guys do because you guys are located all over the place, and basically give us a space where you can come and get information on what we're going to be seeing in terms of markup across the country to help you make an educated purchase. So I need some homework from you guys. In the comment section below, I want you guys to let me know what state you're located in, tell me what dealerships you've contacted, and what they're charging for markup. And what I'm gonna do on a daily basis over the course of the next month or so is update the video description. I'm gonna have all 50 states, and I'm going to provide a list of dealerships with what they're charging for markup, so you guys can come back to this video again and again to get that update and see what we're seeing in terms of pricing where you guys are located, and hopefully it will be a helpful resource. Now, just real quick summary of what I've seen here in my area. Again, a lot of dealerships weren't willing to sell to me, so I don't know what the markup is for all of those. Some of them didn't have the package that I was after, so I didn't even bother to ask about markup. But some of the dealerships that I did contact give me a little bit of that information. So I'm located in Bend, Oregon. Our dealership is Kendall Toyota. They were charging a standard markup of $5,000 for every truck and $7,500 on the TRD Pro. I also almost bought a truck from the Toyota dealership in Renton, Washington. They are also charging a standard markup of $5,000. That was on a limited model. I don't know if that would also be true on the TRD Pro or other models, or if that might be higher. So you're looking at least $5,000 there in Renton, Washington. Lithia Toyota in Springfield, Oregon, they're charging a markup of almost $8,000. I also contacted Peterson Toyota in the Boise area, and they're charging no markup to Idaho buyers, but because I'm located in Oregon, they were gonna charge an additional markup of $1,000. So not as bad as some of the markups, but still a markup if you're an out-of-state buyer. And then I also was able to get a hold of 3 dealerships that are charging no markup. The first one is Wilsonville Toyota in the Portland, Oregon area. That's actually where I'm buying my truck. Highly recommend that you check them out. I'm working with John, so if you want to contact him on Instagram, find out a little bit more about their wait list. Also, no markup at the Toyota dealership in Yakima, Washington. I believe that is Bud Clary Toyota of Yakima. So no markup there. And then the third dealership that I found with no markup, at least for Oregon residents, is Lithia Toyota in Klamath Falls. Spoke with Robert Austin there. Highly recommend that you guys contact him. He was great to work with. Unfortunately, they didn't have the truck that I was after, but that would have been a great alternative if things didn't work out with Wilsonville Toyota. So that's what I've seen here, in the Oregon or Pacific Northwest area. Like I said, I didn't contact all of those dealerships in terms of pricing, but I will provide more information in the video description as you guys comment on the video. So let me know what you guys are seeing in terms of markup. And if you guys have other ideas for Tundra videos, I'm looking for ideas while I'm waiting for the arrival of my truck, hopefully in December, maybe in January or February or March, we'll see. But to stay up to date on my 2022 Toyota Tundra, be sure to subscribe. And in the meantime, thanks for watching.